Hi, I'm Spencer. This is Big Shot Outdoors, part 2 of our up north adventure. It was windy, too windy to go spearfishing, so I headed out to my mate's farm in central Queensland. He's a pretty private guy. He's got a cattle property around 300 acres and it's a great place to visit. He likes living there, of course. It's very down by a river. We're coming up here to the gate. As you can see, there's the no trespassers. It's not real, doesn't like people too much. Heading into the property here. There's a few cattle milling about. It's got some very friendly cattle. They like to follow you around. Down by the river here. And I think the cattle just discovered us.
No shame. What are they doing? So you come down here and feed them or something? Is that what they're following?
I thought they were going to jump on the back of the ute. They're that close behind the ute.
Come on.
It's got a new puppy, no name at present, and a couple of other dogs.
Oh, actually.
So we had to stop recording there for a minute because the puppy had run out from under the ute and the cows chased it up the hill, and luckily it hadn't been trampled. Found her in the gully.
White face one.
Yeah. These ones you can cut, these ones.
Harley. You getting in the water?
Go for a swim, Al. Go for a swim.
This is the other two dogs, Harley and Lucy.
Come on, I'll pet you. No?
Go for a swim, Luke. See how they get their chest under.
Harley. Loose.
Oh, you silly.
Hey. Get up. We've got to go.
She's a pretty smart dog. I didn't see her once lying down in the sun. Found a shady spot every time.
This is the road, apparently.
The Hollywood dogs.
After a relaxing day at the farm, I headed back to Captain's Lodge to pack up the camper.
So we didn't go out today, too windy. We're going out tomorrow morning, early, but I'm also leaving tomorrow straight after. Actually, I'm not leaving straight after, but I'm going to pack up tonight anyway, because I'm leaving at midnight tomorrow night, and we're going to be full on spearfishing and travelling around in boats and filleting fish tomorrow. So I'm going to pack it up, put it on the ute. I'll leave the kitchen and everything out because I've still got to have a feed tonight.
So next morning we headed out to the reef, shot a few fish, missed a few fish. There's an awful lot of coral trout out there. I've been on a few charters to the reef and they're quite expensive, over $3,000 each. And this weekend was just as productive and probably cost less than $1,000. Coral trout like to live under the plate coral where they ambush bait fish. So that's what we do, is look for coral trout under plate coral. And here's a classic example right here. Nice trout down there. Where's Kobe? Hey, Kobe. The Great Barrier Reef is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. These coral bommies all over the place on the sand, and on the main parts of the reef there's plate coral for as far as the eye can see, and this stretches for thousands of kilometres up the coast of Australia. So a lot of it's reserves. There's green zones, yellow zones, orange zones, and the places you're allowed to actually spear and fish. The green zones are no fishing areas. Orange zone is no access at all. That's scientific research area. Yellow zone, you're allowed to fish with one hook on one line. I'm not sure if that's per person. And the other areas you're allowed to fish and spearfish. The yellow zone, you're not allowed to spearfish. There's a Queensland government app called QLD Fishing 2.0, which has maps on it and shows you where you can fish. Hit the button that says, "Can I fish here?" and zoom in on the area you want to know about. It's good for anywhere in Queensland. So looking at the map of the area we went in, I would say it's 2/3 to 3/4 green zones and yellow zones, and 1/3 to 1/4 of the area that you're allowed to spearfish in, and there's a lot of fish. I've watched lots and lots of videos of fishing and spearfishing on the Great Barrier Reef, and I think when I watch them, I think, wow, those people are catching all the fish. There's going to be nothing left. But when you go up there, because of the green zones and the yellow zones and the orange zones, the fish life is abundant. The way that we spearfish, we're targeting the fish that we want to eat, the quality fish, and we're not taking all of them. The day that I've recorded here, I swam past lots of fish that would have been great eating, but we only take what we need and have a great time at the same time. I got a lot of coral trout to the point where I've stopped shooting them because there's so many there, and they're actually quite easy to shoot. I targeted a few parrotfish. The area where we were in, not a lot of large parrotfish. Got a couple of small ones. Craig chasing a coronation trout. We all chased one each of those, and no one got one on that day. I think Kobe got one a couple of days later after I left.
Yeah. Is that Jack's over there? His spear's stuck on the reef.
Everyone got their spear stuck in the reef, or their fish stuck in the reef, at least a couple of times, and it's been a good buddy to go down and retrieve that fish for them, because when you've just been underwater, it's a bit hard to dive straight back down and unhook it.
Nice parrot, mate. Well done, Jax.
Here I'm getting Craig's coral trout for him. He got a couple for me. Large turtle. See quite a lot of turtles on the reef. In fact, pretty much everywhere you dive in Queensland you see a lot of turtles. It's a particularly large one. I'm not sure what type of turtle that is. You could answer that in the comments for me. That would be great. Black tip reef shark, quite a few of those around. Just thought I'd put that in for people that are scared of sharks. Biggest shark I saw was in the previous video. I saw two 10-foot sharks. They were asleep in a hole. Wasn't real keen on waking them up, but they didn't wake up the whole time I was there. Another classic coral trout under a large plate coral. This was the biggest one for the day for me.
I think that's my biggest for the day. Maybe. Yeah. I think we've got enough, eh? Probably. I've got two more here. And a parrotfish. Town of 1770.
So we headed back into 1770. This was my last day away. There's an aqueduct bus there. Seems to be an aqueduct bus wherever there's tourists. This is the one at 1770.
So it's Monday, third day out. Second day spearfishing, third day at 1770 and Agnes Water. Just got back from the reef, cleaned up a coral trout and a parrotfish. That one there, that's what's it called? A coral cod, that one. I took some parrotfish. Now we're gonna go fillet it all.
I only get to go to the reef once a year or once every 2 years, so we do get quite a few fish, and we left quite a few packed up and had a sleep, and I left Agnes Water's Captain's Lodge at around about 1 o'clock in the morning and headed back home, back to reality. It was a fantastic weekend, and I'd like to thank Craig and Tim and all the crew for helping to make it such a great weekend. Like, share and subscribe, and we'll have some more adventures coming up. Thanks for watching.